Let's talk about the campaigns and conquest of the Mughal emperors. The first 6 Mughal emperors are called as the Great Mughals and the rest of them as later Mughals. So, we are going to see about the conquest of the first great 6 Mughal emperors. And the first one is, of course, Babur, who ruled from 1526 to 1530. He laid the foundation of Mughal Empire in India and he fought the first battle of Panipat in the year 1526 against Ibrahim Lodi. All the rulers of India, big and small, came to his aid because they thought that once the conquest has been done, that is after making Ibrahim Lodi lose in the battlefield and after taking away the wealth of India, this emperor would leave India. But it did not happen in this manner. Therefore, there were many more battles to be fought to establish himself as the emperor of India. In the year 1527, he fought the battle of Khanwa against Rana Sanga. Rana Sanga is actually the person who had invited Babur to come and fight against Ibrahim Lodi and had given him all the aid. Now, in 1528, he fought against the Rajputs in the famous battle of Chanderi. In 1529, he fought against the remaining Afghans. And in the year 1530, Babur died. Then came his son Humayun. The word Humayun means lucky, but in fact he was the unluckiest of all the Mughal emperors. He lost his kingdom to Sher Shah Suri, who made him lose in 2 battles, first in 1539 at Chausa and 1540 at Kannauj. And thus Humayun had to run away from India and had to take shelter in Persia. Later on, when Sher Shah Suri died, Humayun once again regained his throne. But when he came back, he fell down from the staircase of his library and it is said that he tumbled in his life and tumbled out of it. Now comes Akbar. The word Akbar means great, and in fact he was the greatest of all the Mughal emperors. He followed beautiful policy of matrimonial alliances and Rajput policy which made him very strong. As far as his conquests are concerned, from 1556, that is at the time of accession of his throne, till 1570, he fought against the Suris, that is the descendants of Sher Shah Suri. From 1570 to 1585, he led various campaigns in Gujarat, Bengal and Bihar. And after that, he stabilized his kingdom. Then comes the period from 1585 to 1605, which were meant for expansion in the northwest by Akbar. Then comes the next Mughal emperor, Jahangir. The word Jahangir means the ruler or emperor of the world. Jahangir fought various wars against Mewar, against Sikh, Ahoms and against Ahmednagar. Then comes the next Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan, which again means the emperor of the world, and during Shah Jahan's time, Ahmednagar was annexed finally, Bundelas were fought against and Kandhar but actually was lost forever. It was due to the internal politics which was going on between the sons of Shah Jahan that ultimately what had happened, that Kandhar was lost forever. There was nobody to go and protect Kandhar at this time. And then comes Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb has been divided, or his history has been divided into 2 periods. One is that of his as the king of the entire country. And the second one is of his Deccan policy. Since he had been the governor of Deccan under his father, so he had intense love for Deccan, and for 25 long years he stayed in Deccan. Ahoms were the first to be fought by Aurangzeb, followed by his going to Deccan and fight against Bijapur Golconda. At Deccan, he followed a policy which was very disastrous for the empire, because he stayed on in Deccan for long 25 years without bothering to find out what was happening in North India. In Deccan, the warriors fought guerrilla warfare. That is, they would suddenly come out from the hill, fight, and then go and hide themselves in the hills again. So it was the guerrilla warfare which was popular in Deccan. So this was all about the campaigns of the great first 6 Mughal emperors that we have.